All right, g'day guys. Welcome back to Flashlight Crazy. Today I'm doing a review on the Convoy M21B. Check it out. All right, so the style and design of the Convoy M21B, M standing for medium class or medium series. So this light is very well made, surprisingly well made for the price. So these lights are classified, I guess, by a lot of people as budget lights, meaning that, you get best bang for your buck, really. The machining on it is excellent. There is no sharp edges around the heat-seeking area. The body feels good, feels good in the hand. It's quite big for me, 21700's a little bit big for me, but, would make for a great camping torch. Feels tough as nails. So it's got a great design. The strike bezel here is very smooth, so it's been machined quite well, I can tell, which is really nice. The tail cap back here has two rubber clicky protecting areas here so that you don't bump the rubber clicky and turn it on by accident or knock it out or off, but also act as tail standing function, which is really cool. This light is an amazing light for the price. This is like a 50 Australian dollar light, something like that, 50, 60 bucks, maybe 70 max. I mean, if we compare this to my Welltool LH8 head or T14C configuration, it is a little bit bigger. It's, wider in the head. So it's a bit of a larger light. But you're getting a similar throw. You're getting more lumens in this, and you're getting it for a third of the price, literally. So I'm still a Welltool fan. I prefer the Welltools. I just think they're a very quality made light. But as far as this Convoy goes, this is a brilliant, brilliant budget light. This was actually lent to me by my friend Darren Yeo, and he is, kind of like, to me anyway, the king of budget light reviews. And he lent this to me and was telling me a little bit about the budget lights and Convoys and different brands, and I'm simply amazed. They are amazing, amazing lights. I mean, this light has 2,300 lumen max output, 407 meter throw, 41,000 candela. And when he bought this one, he chose the Osram CUL PM1.TG LED down there. So that's another cool thing about Convoy. They often give you LED options, different LED options, which is just awesome. Now, if we just take the battery out, so it comes with a flat top, 21700, 5000 milliamp, 3.7 volt battery. There we go. And you can choose to buy it with a battery or without a battery. So it's up to you. And he said that this one didn't come with a pocket clip, so he attached one of his own two-way pocket clips. So that doesn't come with the light. All right, so let's get to some measurements and some weight. Okay, so the Convoy M21B, from head to tail, we've got here 13.5 centimeters. Now, the face of the light from end to end of the bezel, we're looking at 3.5 centimeters. And the tail cap, we're looking at 2.8, I would say, centimeters. And the size of the tail clicky is 1.6 centimeters, I would say. So not a bad sized light for what it can do. Now, I've removed the pocket clip for the weight because it doesn't come with a pocket clip. So inclusive of the battery, The Convoy M21B weighs 189.47 grams. So it's not light, this torch. It's definitely a little bit on the heavier side. I would, definitely prefer a lighter flashlight, which is, why I opt normally for the 18650s. But then again, you are giving up some run time. So, it just depends on what you're willing to sacrifice. That is what it looks like in the hand if I'm holding it EDC. That's the tactical position. Very comfortable. Not too big, protrudes enough, but not too much in my opinion. So that's pretty cool. Now, this light has 12 potential modes, okay? So we're going to do this together because it can be a little bit tricky to learn the first time. But basically what you have to do is turn the light on, and then from the on position, you need to half press the tail clicky 20 times, and you need to do that very quickly. Once you do that, it's gonna blink and then buzz. When it does that, you need to click the tail clicky again, and now you're in the mode selection mode, okay? What that means is the light will flash once to represent mode 1. It'll flash twice to represent mode 2, and so on, all the way up to 12. It's 12 different modes. Now, on the AliExpress website, you go into Convoy M21B and scroll down, and it will give you what all those sub options of mode selections offer you in terms of outputs and in terms of cycles. So for example, mode 12 gives you nothing but a single output of 100%, 2,300 lumens. We've got mode 6 or group 6 gives you 100% from turn on, then it drops down to 20%, then it drops down to 1%. So that's a nice one. I'm going to go for that one. So let's do this together and see if I can do it without stuffing up. All right, light goes on. Now, 20 small half presses very quickly. 1, 2, 3. Light goes on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, flash, buzz. I click. Now, as soon as I click on, I'll be in mode selection mode. That was 1. Okay, that's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. So I want 6, so I clicked it. Now, when I turn it on, it's going to give me 100%. Let's just get more of that beam. There we go. All right, it's going to give me 100%. Now, if I half press, that's dropping down to 20% of the 2,300 lumens. And if I half press again, that's 1%. So I really like this mode because it has memory mode. So you click it off in low mode, the 1%, click it back on, it comes back in. You can do that very quickly as well, and then it'll cycle. So if you want to cycle, you just do it very quickly. If you want it to leave mode memory, you just leave it off for a second, turn it back on, mode memory. But you can also cycle just with half presses. All right. So a lot of convoys actually offer this 12 group mode deal in the driver, which is really, really cool. I've just actually bought a whole bunch of convoys to review and to compare with different LEDs and different drivers and things like that. So I'm a massive fan of this brand now. Darren has definitely got me into them, and they're just a great, great light. So what I'm going to do, guys, is take you out for some beam shots, and then I will come back and we will do some final thoughts on the Convoy M21B. See you in a sec. All right, believe it or not, I'm out here on a freezing cold summer Melbourne night. Here we are with the Convoy M21B. Now that's on high or turbo. Beautiful hotspot, gorgeous spill. Just beautiful. That hotspot's Very hot. Screaming hot. Look at that. That tree all the way over there is about 100 meters away. And that light's hitting it, no worries. Lighting it up. I'm very impressed with Convoy. Now that's about, I think, 30% of the turbo. So 30% of just over 2,000 lumens. And then that is, I think, 1%. Or 6%. Gorgeous. Back up to turbo. Very, very usable. Look at the beam. You can even see the beam. That's just awesome. That's so cool. This is a great light. Really great light. It is a 21-700. I'm not crazy about the 21-700. It's just the size. Like, it's just a little bit too bulky for me. You know, there are people out there who swear by the 21-700s, and I get it, you know, the runtime. You're going to get extra runtime. And that's good. You know, extra runtime is important depending on, you know, precisely what you're using the torch for. But for me, it's just a bit bulky. And I'd rather shave that size off and lose a bit of runtime. Just beautiful. Look at that, Convoy. All right. Back to the lab. All right. What did we think of the Convoy M21B and how it did at nighttime? I was pretty impressed. Now you got to remember this is the Osram CULP M1.TG LED. It does come in other LEDs, the SST40, I believe, SFT40, I think as well. But that one is a really nice LED, and it pushes out some beautiful light and gives you such a great hotspot. As you saw out there just before, the hotspot is just beautiful. So my final thoughts and my final opinion on this light is that for a budget light, as far as a budget light goes, this is an absolutely brilliant buy. It is bang for buck. It provides an immense amount of light, an epic distance of throw, high candela. You do have a 21-700, so for some people that's a pro, some people that's a con. It just depends on a personal preference. But as far as 21-700 goes, it's not overly big. It's kind of not really wasting any fat with this 21-700 style or size. So that's pretty cool. And if you do want to pick yourself up one of these, you can go to AliExpress. And I know there are some people out there who are a bit hesitant with AliExpress. I've never bought from them before, but I've actually just put through a purchase. So we'll see how long that takes to get to me, and, you know, if everything's in order when I receive it. But again, you know, I bought like 6 lights for $200, whereas, you know, this is over $200 just for this. But again, you are kind of sacrificing, in my opinion, a bit of, you know, attention to detail on the actual light. And I don't know the difference between reliability between Convoy and Well-Tool or something more expensive, but I know that Well-Tool has been very reliable for me. So yeah, that just depends. And then, you know, all the little things as well, like comes with a pocket clip, comes with a battery charger, you know, just the little things like that. So look, it's personal preference, but as far as budget lights go, this light is absolutely amazing. I mean, just brilliant light, brilliant hotspot, really, really attractive spill, gorgeous colored spill, you know, just perfect amount of light in the spill before you get to the hotspot. So I'm a big fan of this light. And even though I'm not a big fan of 21-700s, I'm actually becoming more and more a big fan of the M series in the Convoys. All right, guys. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And until next time, guys, stay cool and stay safe. And I'll see you again on another episode of Flashlight Crazy. See ya.